Each and one of us brings pictures from the place this coffee comes from. Which part of the fruit is highlighted through a specific type of process, how it has been roasting, and what characteristics have been highlighted from the barista's recipes. The beverages that I will serve you today is an example of my last 2 trips in Panama and the inspiration through the experiences I had with the terroir and the people who configure it. The coffee for all your courses today will be a geisha variety that comes from Finca Lerida, which is located in Boquete region in Panama. It is a specific lot number 10 at 1,900 meters above the sea level. This batch has been harvested at 22 bricks sugar content on the 9th of the past November, and it has been processed by Mr. Moises, the manager of the farm, as an anaerobic black honey. When I cupped this coffee, I immediately had pictures from the aromas and feelings while I was walking through this lot's path. For a better understanding of the process, it begins with the transportation of the cherries to the mill's mechanical siphon in order to select the heaviest cherries and separate any leaves or dirt that comes through picking. Then, it has been left to soak in cold water until the next morning. This way, the natural yeast that comes with a coffee cherry can flow freely and even help with uneven fermentation. The next morning, it was drained and put in grain pro bags, tightly closed, and let to ferment for 48 hours, with every 24 hours agitation in a controlled temperature room of 18 degrees Celsius and a pH no higher than 4.5. This level of control results in vibrant fruit flavors of red grapes and tangerine. After that, it has been depulped with no water, keeping the whole coffee bean fully covered by the mucilage and sugars. After a 36 days drying period starts. In a controlled temperature room at 20 degrees Celsius this time, until it reaches 10% of humidity. This slow way of drying helps to develop more uniform flavors of pineapple and a sweet, lingering, smooth texture. Moving to the espresso preparation now, as you may see, I'm using a distributor tool as a tamper as well. The D-Tamp designed by Costas is designed to distribute the coffee evenly from top to the bottom, creating a compact coffee pack that helps to extract more delicate and sweet characteristics out of my coffee. The espresso recipe that I'm using is 22.5 grams in to 25 mils out, or 39 grams in 21 seconds. This with a temperature of 95 degrees Celsius, I assure higher extraction with lower yield that makes this coffee more balanced and at the same time keeps the high quality of sweetness. As soon as I serve you the espressos, please check the crema. Do not drink until I tell you. By drinking this espresso in 2 sips, the cup profile is as follows. In the first sip, please focus on the incredible taste balance. Medium-high sweetness correlates with medium-high citric acidity at a medium level of bitterness. In the second sip, you will get flavors of red grapes, pineapple, and tangerine. There you are. In the second sip, you will get flavors of plums, golden raisins, caramel, mandarin, and a dark chocolate aftertaste. This coffee has a syrupy mouthfeel with medium weight body. It has a juicy sensation with a long-lasting finish. A beautiful, lingering feeling that stays long in the mouth, creating a unique experience to remember. The small cuts in front of you are for you in case you miss anything during the presentation. Now the coffees are in the perfect moment to enjoy them like I do. Please stir the espressos 5 times clockwise to homogenize and enjoy. The small cups in front of you for you spoons. We'll come back with your new beverages. For the milk beverage, the espresso recipe that I'm using together with 120 grams of steamed milk at 55 degrees Celsius results in a warm beverage of 45 degrees. There I found the optimum balance between the taste of the coffee and the milk. The milk that I'm using is a full-fat bio milk from a free-range cows that live in an altitude of 500 meters above the sea level. This gives less dense flavors and higher complexity than the milk I get from cows living in lower altitude. Moving to the cup profile now. In the first sip, you will get rich sweetness and creamy mouthfeel, with flavors of cocoa nib, hints of banana, and butterscotch caramel. In the second sip, you will get a velvety texture. Here you are. With notes of salted caramel. To get the intensity of the milk that I want, I have used a rotary evaporator, which puts the separable substance under vacuum, creating heating evenly through a spinning motion, and causing water to evaporate, leaving all the nutrients behind. This way, I have concentrated the milk in 50%, increasing the fat content at 7.5%, creating a yogurt mouthfeel, and bringing out the highest sweetness possible. Here you are. Moving to the roast profile now. Panos, the head roaster of Wisecap, roasted this coffee in an IRM air roasting machine at a drop temperature of 197 degrees at 6.5 minutes total time and a development of 19%. This gave us the best sweetness and mouthfeel out of this coffee. Here you are. While keeping the strong character of the fruit. Enjoy the milk beverages. I will come back with your signature. Thank you. For the signature, I wanted to create a beverage that includes ingredients from the coffee tree itself. The first one, it comes from coffee cherry blossoms. The coffee cherry blossoms, I have collected them from the lot 10. And I have made an infusion with water and a ratio 2:1. Then I have concentrated this in 35% using the rotary evaporator like milk. Then I have made a syrup with white sugar and a ratio 2:1. The syrup gives to the beverage the citric complex character that I want. I will add 35 grams of this, that when it will come in contact with my coffee, it will generate the flavor of yuzu, an Asian species of mandarin. (31 grams in total). The second ingredient comes from the cascara of the lot 10 as well. The dried cascara of the lot 10 is incredibly sweet and citric. I took and I have made one cold brew with a ratio 1:1 at a room temperature for 18 hours. Then I took 2 liters of this and I added a little white sugar in order to reach 18 bricks of sugar content. And then I have added 1 piece of SCOBY. SCOBY is a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. It creates acidity and complexity. Then I let it work for 7 days, and then I filtered it. The boosted flavors from the cascara gives the tropical character that I want. That 50 grams of this will generate the flavors of peach and lychee. Now I will add 2 double doses of espressos that I have already chilled them. And lastly, I will double spray with a hydro solution that I have made out of coffee cherry blossoms from the lot 10 and coffee tree leaves from the lot 10 as well. This, when it will get in contact with my coffee, will generate the lemongrass aftertaste. At this moment, I will mix the ingredients together in this porcelain tin server that maintains the temperature and helps to mix all the ingredients together. And also, it reduces the ice cubes at 5%. At this point, I would like to tell you that my beverage is cold and you will experience a sweet, sour, and a lingering feeling with 2 different types of flavors. The original coffee flavors of plums, golden raisins, and dark chocolate. Then, the generated flavors, like we said, peach, lychee, yuzu, and lemongrass aftertaste. Enjoy the signature beverage in 2 sips, please. I hope this signature beverage is something that reminds you the farm like me. Have a good day. Time.